Who will win the India-England series? Who will be the highest wicket taker and run scorer?
England will win.
If you were a hashtag, what would you be? Virat or Rohit? You would pay to watch who's batting. Free hit with Michael Vaughan. Which one is the tougher job, leading England or handling social media trolls?
Oh, straight in there. It's got to be leading England. You're making tougher decisions, more pressure. Social media trolls, they're nothing. They don't affect me at all. It's just part and parcel, unfortunately, of social media. We need to change it if we can. Too much abuse online, but it doesn't bother me at all.
Who wins an argument between you and your wife?
Very simple, my wife.
One former or current cricketer you would like to block on social media?
Wasim Jaffer. He keeps getting stuck into me. Wasim Jaffer. I wouldn't block anyone, to be honest. I'd tell you who I'd block. I block people who abuse me or try and have it go at me and their handle isn't real. So it's like a silly handle that you can't tell who they are. If they're them and they're the person, it says whatever their name is, I have no problem with that.
What would you rather pick? Half your height or no hair on your head?
Well, I've been quite lucky that I get my hair sorted out by a company that I work with. So I think no hair on the head is one that I can sort out. Half my height, it'd be very, very difficult. So I think I'll keep my hair.
If Sanjay, Manjrekar and Salman called you at the same time, whose call would you pick?
Salman. I like Sanjay. I've had a little bit of, a bit of social media interaction with him, but I really admire him. I like him. And Salman, he is what he is. But I'll take his call.
Which cricketer you played with is the worst golfer?
Worst golfer? Most of them are pretty good. Hoggard. Matthew Hoggard. Useless.
Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma? You would pay to watch who's batting.
Virat. Closely followed by Rohit.
If you were a hashtag, what would you be?
Hashtag, good question. Hashtag, what hashtag would I be? I don't know. I like to say o'clock, so I'd say Gin O'Clock, hashtag Gin O'Clock.
What is the most useless talent in you?
The most useless talent? These questions are brutal. Most useless talent. I'll tell you, I'm useless at house chores. Useless around the house. DIY. I pretty much get someone else to do that. I can't do anything around the house.
Funniest sledge you have ever faced on the cricket field?
I haven't been involved in too many. I think all the after dinner stories are from probably before I was playing, which are great. Freddie Flintoff was playing in the game at Lords when Tino Best was batting, and I was the skipper, and he kept on telling Tino to mind the windows, and then the next ball Tino danced down, I think was stumped by about 3 metres. So I'd say Freddie Flintoff's mind the windows sledge to Tino was the best.
Your career's best moment while leading England is?
Winning the Ashes. That's pretty much all it's about. English cricket, Australian cricket. Obviously playing India, Pakistan and all the other countries is important, but nowhere near as important as the Ashes.
Predict Ashes scoreline for this year.
I think it'll be tied. If England, I can't solidly score at this year. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few months on injuries and team performance. But I'll say if England get out of Brisbane with something, so if they don't lose in Brisbane, they have a chance. If they lose in Brisbane, I think they'll get a good beating.
Who are the current Fab 4 according to you?
I can't give a Fab 4 because I need it to be 5 because Babar Azam has to be in that 5. Joe Root's in that 5 as well. Steve Smith certainly is in that 5. Kane Williamson, and then obviously Virat Kohli. So there's your Fab 5 incredible right-handed players.
Who will win the India-England series? Who will be the highest wicket taker and run scorer?
England will win. It's in England. I mean, you only have to look at the trends over the last few years. Every time England have gone to India, they've been hammered. And every time India have come to England, they've been hammered. That's the fact. And I think that will carry on. I think England are a team at home that are very, very difficult to beat with a Duke ball. So I'm going to go Virat and Joe Root, Bumrah, Chris Wokes.
3 players to watch out for in the WTC final.
I'd say Kyle Jameson. He's a magnificent start to his Test career. Rishabh Pant, I think he's the star of the world game as we speak. I think he's been incredible over the last few months in Australia and then obviously against England. I just love the way that he plays his cricket. And I will go BJ Watling in his swan song last few Test matches. 2 against England, the World Test Match Championship. Looks like it's going to be his last ever Test match. I think he's been a fantastic servant. So Rishabh Pant, Kyle Jameson and BJ Watling, they're my 3 to follow.
The next big thing in world cricket is?
The 100. The 100 tournament. It's had a lot of criticism, but I think the ECB potentially have stumbled over the best format because it's shorter. I think T20 cricket now, love it, great razzmatazz, but it goes on for too long. There's too many times out, there's too much talking in between ball, there's too many strategies, it goes on forever. The shorter format was brought in to create that 3-hour window, and that's what fans want. So I think the 100 is going to be the next big thing in world cricket.
If you were playing in the IPL currently, which captain would you have liked to play under?
Rohit, Mumbai, only one team, best T20 team in the world, without any question in my eyes. Rohit Sharma. He's a magnificent leader, calm, composed, strategy, very, very clever. So I could see myself next to Rohit.
Babar Azam or Mohammad Rizwan? Who is Pakistan's most important player currently?
Babar Azam. I mean, Rizwan's brilliant. I like the way he plays. He's aggressive and he's in the opposing side's faces. I love that. But Babar Azam's class. A real class player. He's just got that gift to make batting look very, very easy. Pure cover drive, just got great balance. Looks like he's got a great mindset. So Babar Azam, he's the most important.
One Mumbai Indians player you would like to have in the England team?
Very good question. Depend on the format, but across all the formats, Rohit Sharma. I think all countries and teams around the world would love a stylish opening batsman like Rohit Sharma, who just makes the game look so easy. So Rohit Sharma, let's try and make it happen. Let's try and make him into an England player.
MS Dhoni or Virat Kohli? Who is the better captain?
You're going to get me shot. MS, I think he's the trailblazer, particularly in the white ball game, T20 game. He's the best ever T20 captain by a good distance. I think what he brought to the Indian team was fantastic. I would say that Virat is a better Test captain. I think Virat leads the Test team brilliantly. So I would have Virat over MS in Test cricket, but in white ball cricket, MS Dhoni. But if you're asking me for one, and I had to only pick one across all the 3 formats, just as a captain, I would pick MS Dhoni.